A woman named Rosie worked at a call center. She was a technical support specialist. It was her first job after graduating from university. The call center was always very busy. It was a stressful job, but she enjoyed it. She took pride in her work, and she always did her best to solve each customer's problem. One particularly busy day, Rosie answered the phone as usual. A very angry customer shouted, "I've been waiting on this line for 45 minutes. Why do I have to wait so long? You call this customer service?" She took a deep breath. She sometimes had to talk with angry customers. "It was part of the job. I'm very sorry, sir," she said politely, "but we have a lot of calls today," and the caller cut her off. He said he didn't want to hear her excuses. Rosie took a deep breath and tried to remain calm. She listened patiently as the man explained the problem. She then tried to solve the problem, but she couldn't. He became more upset. She put him on hold. She spoke with several nearby workers. No one knew how to solve the problem. That sometimes happened. Often it took some time to solve a problem, but they almost always solved it in the end. When she came back on the line, the man was even angrier. No matter what she said, the man just became more irritated. He continued to shout, "Don't you know anything? How can you waste my time? This call is costing me money." She knew it was important to remain calm with angry customers. They were usually just frustrated. She understood that. The man started to swear at her. She didn't want to listen to bad language, so she hung up. That's what her manager always said to do. But an hour later, he called back. He was even worse than before. He continued to yell, "How dare you? Why did you hang up on me? No one hangs up on me. No one hangs up on me." He was now in a full rage. Rosie slammed down the phone. She was upset, but she went on with her work. She took a few more calls. She looked forward to a quiet evening at home. Just at the end of her shift, the man called her once more. When she heard the man's voice, she wanted to hang up again. But this time, he was very calm. He said he was sorry for the way he spoke to her earlier. He was very ashamed. He apologized again and again for his terrible behavior. "I'm sorry I acted like that," he said. Then he asked for her name. He said he wanted to send her something to show how sorry he was. "Oh, that's not necessary, sir," said Rosie. But the man continued. "Please, I really want to do this for you," he said. "It's just a little present. I want to show you how sorry I am. I know I acted badly before. Please, it will make me feel better." Rosie told him that she wasn't allowed to give her name to customers. "Then just your first name," he said. Please, she wanted to get the man off the line. She wanted to go home. "Well, I suppose it's okay," she said. "My name's Rosie." The man thanked and wished her a nice day. Rosie took off her headset and shut down her computer. The next day, Rosie went to work as usual. She hardly remembered the day before. A large bouquet of flowers was on her desk. There was a card with her name on it. Rosie was pleased, but also a little embarrassed. Nobody ever sent me flowers before, she thought. Everyone looked at her, and her face turned red. The flowers looked expensive. She smiled and remembered the man from the day before. He was kind enough to apologize. He was trying to make things right. At the end of her shift, Rosie picked up her flowers and said goodbye to her coworkers. She went out to the parking lot. She wanted to get home quickly to put the flowers in water. She hurried to her car. As she reached into her purse for her keys, she heard footsteps behind her. Then she heard a familiar voice. "Nobody hangs up on me."